museum does cultural events and participates in all sorts of cultural exchange with Sweden and works to preserve Swedish culture here. They are 14 years old, so they're actually like 8th grade students, and they have done an exchange with Volta School here in Chicago, a Chicago public school.
So this next performance is going to be a dance that we learned last year in September. We were in Guangzhou city in China.
Well, I think programs like this are very important, not only for Swedish culture, but for an understanding and for working with students of this age, I think is particularly important because it's the age at which children are learning so much about themselves and their friends and about other cultures. I thought it went very well. I thought it was especially nice that they had the gospel choir here from the Oakdale Covenant Church to sort of tie it all together. That was totally by coincidence, actually, that it happened to be timed together.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. To celebrate the 25 years of official sister city collaboration between Chicago and Gothenburg, we have wrote a musical story about a young couple who in the late 1920s emigrated to US and Chicago. The story is about John and Elizabeth and their son Carl, who left Sweden from Gothenburg with the dream of a better life.
Most of the young people, especially who are coming today, already speak English. They're fluent in English by the time they come here. The people who were coming at the time when John and Elizabeth came didn't speak English. They didn't know a word of English, and many of them came from, not from large cities, but from farms. And so even the way of life, the whole culture, was very different for them. Just coming to a big city was a whole different experience for them. So there were so many obstacles for them to overcome.
I'm a volunteer and I run a monthly jam session in Swedish and Scandinavian music. And we start out with an hour of workshop, about 45 minutes of workshop, and then we take a break and have fika, which is a Swedish word for like a snack, and then we jam for 2 hours. A traditional Swedish instrument is called a nyckelharpa, and it's a bowed instrument. It has 4 strings like a violin does, but instead of putting your fingers on the strings, you press against wooden keys, and the keys press against the string. And so there's a little bit of a click-click sound, and it's in the timbre of a viola or a cello. And then in Norwegian music, there's an understring fiddle that is called a hardingfele, or hardanger fiddle.